Can you hear me now? No. Can you hear me now? That should work. Okay. Do I get a one now? Do I get a one? Get a one? All right. As you guys can tell, I've been playing with some things over here. I was actually scrambling to put this on because I thought I had it put together, but I had it for the business, but I hadn't done it for this. And oh my gosh, I thought it was there, so I had to go create it in like 5 minutes. And so we're here now, and we've got a dog camera, but the dogs didn't stay on their camera. You guys get over here. Come on, get on your camera. Sit. Good girl, Pippa. Pippa gets a treat. Dallas, you gotta be on camera to get a treat. Go get your treat over here. Come on, Dallas. Over here. Oh, you gotta love the magic of technology today. When it works. We're still on one. Okay, thank you guys. Sit. There we go. We're gonna have oh my goodness, they're scrambling all over the place. All right, back on. You got another treat coming. You got your Lily using her monthly super chat. Thank you, Lily. All right, get on. Sit right there. Come on, Pippa, get on. Sit. Can you guys see them okay? Boop, boop. Uh-oh. Now I think I probably just messed up their camera for the whole show. What are you doing, Dallas? You got to sit. Dallas, sit. All right, let's try to get this set back up here. Oh boy, too many toys probably. Right, too many things. I'm sorry. Sit. You gotta sit. You gotta stay on camera. Pippa, you're on camera twice. I don't know how you're doing that. Good girls. One more, because Lily's got her double treat membership. Sit. Pippa should probably get 4 treats because she's on the camera twice somehow. Sit. Take. All right. How are you guys doing today? I've got way too many things going here. I hope the internet's going to hold up because right before the show, I got real jerky when I was just kind of going like this on screen. And the hotspot wasn't doing any better. It was doing worse. So here we go. We're going to make do with what we got. And hopefully the show goes on. You guys, you're messing up the whole camera. Look how you're giving away our secrets, how this works. Sit. All right. This is going to be crazy. We're trying here. Welcome to the new studio. Even though we're in the same place, we're trying this out. We're going to go over more Fiji stuff. You're going to go along to our favorite resort of the whole place. I think, can I speak for you, Paula, and say that? This place was absolutely amazing. So I'm trying to also give you a little extra video effects where we can kind of follow along a little bit better. Because, StreamYard limits us if we're not paying. And so I'm kind of found a loophole that I think I'm using a virtual camera. We'll see how it is. Oh, look, can I grab Dallas? She's like, what are you doing, Dad? She's over there. But it looks like I'm about to pet her. Put your head right there, Dallas. There you go. Good girl. All right, let's get this show started. Oh my goodness. I'm doing okay. A little nauseous. That's not good. Well, Lily, I got good news for you. You were first on the video I finally got out yesterday. I think Alan was pretty close. It came through as you were first. Alan said he was first, so he probably didn't see your video. It was like right tied, basically. So you guys both get a gold. But let's see. Paula, first in the house today. Congratulations, gold medal. I think she gets a diamond for that. Like not gold. Oh my goodness. Did I just offer a diamond to my wife? Okay, moving right along. And then we had Floss coming in second. How's it going, Floss? Good to see you. And then we got Lewis and Clark came in and got his bronze medal. Thanks for coming. Let's do some quick hellos all the way down here. There he is. Alan is here. He was also right as commenting right when Lily was on the video. So thank you both for watching that video. If you haven't watched it yet, it's a pretty quick one. Quick one. With all the video I had, I really cut a lot out just because I know people are time sensitive on these things. So it felt a little bit too quick to me, but you got real highlights on it. So go watch that if you haven't watched it yet. I appreciate it. Okay, so we get through all these. Everybody's like, I can't hear you. So what I did, I'm running a virtual camera, but I was worried that StreamYard was going to have a mic and then the virtual camera was going to have a mic. So apparently I just turned off the virtual camera, but then the StreamYard didn't have, the audio, and then the other didn't have an audio. So You guys got no audio. We got to sort it out, though. Thank you for being my guinea pigs, because I will be using all this stuff for the business as well. And I'd much rather screw it up here and work it through with you guys, because you guys know me so well. We've been hanging out for 5 years now. Let's see, over 5 years now. Paula, she heard me say, did he say you get a diamond? I was thinking gold, but you should get something more. And then I was thinking platinum, diamond, like status, not like physical. Oh boy. Oh man. We got Brandon Scooby Snacks in the house. How's it going? What's going on now? We got Ava Potterfield and friends. That's our great reminder that if you guys are around in the morning, it's a great start to the week with Ava at 8 o'clock Central. My time, or was my time, because now we don't switch and you guys all switch. So I'm all thrown off because of daylight savings time, which we don't celebrate, but you guys all do. So I left this on your guys's in the States. Anyways, doesn't matter. Ava Potterfield and Friends goes live at 8 Central tomorrow, and then Steve goes 2 hours after her. And then is it Van Life Cheryl? It goes at noon, something like that. There's a great Monday morning lineup with great friends, so go check them out. I'll try to remember to remind you at the end of the show as well. We got the new video out yesterday. Thank you everybody that watched that, gave that a thumbs up. Paula was showing me this new hype thing. So you guys, if you're watching on your phone, or if you're watching on your computer, you can go hype from your phone. I don't think you can do it on a laptop, which I'm always on my computer. So I was like, I've heard of the hype, but I've never seen the button. Paula showed me last night. She hyped my video. Thank you, Paula. She also shouted it out on Facebook. Thank you, Paula, for that. Thank you, everybody that does all of that stuff if I miss it. But yeah, there's a hype button. So if you want to help your favorite creator out, myself, Paula, anybody else, hit that hype button somehow. The algorithm likes to, I don't know, show it off more often if you get a lot of hype points. And so that's out there. But you have to, I think, be on your phone, because I still went and looked today. Couldn't find it on my computer. Pulled my phone up. There it was. So hype button on your cell phone if you want it. All right. Paula says, yeah, she hyped it 3 times. She did say she really liked it. I don't know. And she's saying it's only the first week the video is out. So I went, and I think it was Wade's video that came out today about bananas. He watches our Sunday Live. If you're out there, Wade, what is going on? Oh, that's my arm. I can't move my arm or it's going to get in this other camera as well. Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh, boy. I feel restricted now. But anyways, I went out and hyped Wade's video on bananas. I think if you guys have watched the video, our friend in the Philippines now, but we met him in the desert. Oh, excuse me. I think he went to some extreme measures to get those bananas. That's all I'm going to say. Where is the hype button? So let me, I'll try to show you if I can. I don't know what I'm going to do with this whole setup. And I think I already hyped it, so I probably got to pull up. Oh, no, I left it. I didn't hype it yet. I'm going to right here. But if you see right here, here's his video. You've got your normal thumbs up there. And right there, it's like a little shooting star. You can hype it. Let's see if I can do this. It's not. I can't do it backwards. 1 second. Yep. Be the first to hype. There you go. Small creator bonus points applied. So somehow it helps them. So there we go. I hyped Wade's video for 3,850 points. I don't know what that means. But yeah, go check out that video as well. And you can hype it as well. Maybe, who knows? Maybe everybody will be watching Wade's banana video because we talked about hype points here. Paula says she does have to scroll to the right. Yeah, it's always over on the right. But yeah. So anyways, that's out there. I may as well throw it out there. I hadn't heard of it, but I hadn't seen it. So, you know, sometimes YouTube rolls these things out and some people get it, some people don't. So when I don't see something, I don't worry about it too much. But yes, it is out there. Apparently just got to be on your phone. All right. So let's just get into it. I could be playing video all night. I won't. Don't tell Colby. If he shows up, he's probably moving his trailer, I think. Uh-oh. I started playing with treats over here and the dog's going crazy. Okay, we'll do their treat phone, get them calmed down. This is our reminder to hit that thumbs up, and if we get to so many, which we don't actually monitor anymore, because it's just too much trouble, we get them their treat phone. So let's do that. You gotta get on your bed though. Get on your bed. Get on your camera. Come on. There you go. Yeah, you're halfway on your bed. Sit. You gotta get on. Get back. Get back. She's like, I don't know what to do then. Sit. Sit. Dallas, sit. Stay. 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 Oh boy. We'll have to work on that. I see Pippa's eyeball right there. Sit. Sit. Hey, too many things going on. All right. Maybe they'll stay on camera now. I do have them on the front layer. So if they do lay down, they'll just sit there in the corner and you guys can watch them the whole time. And it's not like they're somewhere, they're in the room, but you guys never see them. I don't know if it'll work. We'll maybe vote on it towards the end of the show once we've actually tried it for a while. The camera's not the best spot. But anyways, we've got this amazing resort we're going to show off tonight. Oops. I've got way too many programs up too, so I'm going to be a little slower tonight as I try to adjust everything. Dallas looked cute too when she was sitting. Yeah, if she would ever actually just sit there and stare at the camera, but then I guess she's probably going to lay down and turn the other way, and I don't know. I look at people like, hey, you want to share yours? Anyways, this resort that we're going to show off is amazing. Let me do this. Let me get into my OBS studio that we're using for the virtual thing here. Hopefully this will come up. I'm going to show you guys first. I think it's always helpful. Where are we talking? Where are you talking about, Nate? So here's, oops. Oh, I went away now, though. 1 second. 1 second. There I am. And dogs even can still. There they are. We can do all of this. Oh, but now I'm in the way. Let's do some magic. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. Whoop. Oh, maybe. There we go. That's good enough. That'll work. Dallas, are you co-hosting with me? Dallas, you're co-host. You ready? You gonna take this? She looks like she's ready to, doesn't she? Oh man. All right. I think she's done with this. And Dallas, take the show away. Go. She looks cute, doesn't she? All right. Enough of that. All right. So I'm gonna have to move this over a little bit. Hopefully you guys can't really tell what I'm doing with that. So anyways, here's the main island of Fiji. Whoop. We're way out here. Australia's over here behind my head. Whoop. That way. And we're scrolling into Fiji. Here's the mainland that we drove around. And what we're talking about today. So 2 weeks ago, we talked about Lakuri, which was down here. Then you have the Mamanuca Islands, which is this island group right here. This is where, like, if you scroll in, you'll see, like, Survivor stuff. Survivor and Castaway and some of that stuff. All that jazz is there. We were talking, way up here is the Yasawa Islands. So we call like more outer islands, if you will. So you get, like, just you don't get the snakes. You just clear water and everything. Now, there's kind of 3 islands close together, but you can see they are separated a little bit. And Octopus Resort is right there. And if we do talk about the village, we probably will a little bit. The village where most of the people work, some people do boat in, but a lot of them live in this village over here. But there's that mountain in between. So they walk over this mountain and come to work and then walk over the mountain going back. So kind of crazy. They got a lot of the 15-minute, pretty strenuous if they were to do it straight anyways. But 15-minute hike up a mountain and then down, and they got to do it twice a day, every day they work. Dallas, you are totes adorbs, as the kids say. Am I even supposed to say that on the internet? All right. I apologize for my sniffling as well. So that's where we're at today. So let's get rid of that again. Actually, no, we're going to leave that up. Let's leave that up because what we're going to do somewhere, oh boy, I got too much stuff hidden here. We're going to just show you some videos. We're going to talk about the snorkeling. Let's start with the snorkeling because this resort, there's 2 things. Well, that's 4, 2 things. Snorkeling, amazing. You guys, we went with the sharks. We've talked about all of that a little bit. And then the food is amazing. So we'll talk about all of that as well. So let's show you some of the snorkeling, not the shark stuff. Let me get some of these videos pulled up. They're really nice. And I might just shut up for a little bit. I know. Does that ever happen? And let you guys show this. So the best clips that I got were after that storm that I got stuck in. Before our transfer, the storm hit, and then it suddenly got quiet for a couple hours. And Paula, I went back out, even though I had already freaked Paula out that day. But you'll see why. Because it was so calm and the tide was up, you could actually go over the coral. The rest of the week, you were kind of along the side to the cliff and the drop off. But this stuff is amazing, guys. So let's pull, let's see. Let me find my stuff. I probably should have had this all ready to go, but unfortunately, I was playing with that other stuff in the graphics that you see right here right before the show. So I didn't get this quite all together as I should have. I apologize. But you can see how this is going to be kind of cool moving forward. I hope. As far as um, graphics and functionality of the live streams. So let's pull one up, and I'm going to just let this play for a while. Actually, the one I'm going to play for you first is, I saw it about 3 times. There's these giant, the fish are tiny, these tiny yellow fish, but they all swim together in like this giant ball, and then they disperse and they kind of go together and all that, kind of like you see a lot if you snorkel by piers. And so I caught it on video once. And the other times were a little bit cooler. They were swimming like a ball a little bit more. But I did catch on camera, and I finally found where the video was this morning. Now I just got to find it real quick and get it pulled up for you. I swear I renamed it. Here we go. I always think it was in the other. All right, so let's see if this works, and hopefully you guys don't hear the audio from it. Can you guys see the fish? And it's going to get real jerky here because I try to dive down to them, but then it'll come back up, and it's actually really cool again. Dallas sees the fish. She looks like she's just adoring the fish. I'm just trying to dive down, get a little closer. You'll see it for a second. There's your close-up view of them eating on the bottom. And then I had to go back up because I'm not that good yet. And then they just kind of hung out with me right there and ate off of all of the reef. I could watch this stuff all day. I won't just sit here and watch it, but this is a pretty cool one, so I'm gonna let it run until the end here. It's getting close. And then I gotta get my StreamYard back up so I can make sure everything's running properly. Okay. Yeah, Dallas is being a great co-host. It's almost like she knows the camera's right there. I know. Right as I say it, she's gonna not do it. But anyways, so that was like, these videos do not do it justice for 2 reasons. When I play these on the live streams, you're only getting it in, you're not even getting 1080 on StreamYard for the free version, you're getting 720, where this is recorded in 4K. But even when I watch it on my screen where I can see the 4K, it's not like being there. The colors are more muted on the video than when you're actually snorkeling out there. So that is what it is. I wish everybody could go and do it for themselves, but if you can't, you can kind of do it a little bit through us. Let's do one more. So that was actually, there were a lot of fish right before the storm, which is probably why I was so distracted. And that's why I kept losing that video, was I didn't realize, yeah, that video was right before the storm. And so I was seeing all these fish. The more I go back through this video, that storm coming in, the fish were very active. And then right after, the coral and the water was very peaceful and beautiful. The coral, you can see it the best you've ever, but the fish weren't all that active. But let's show you some of those now. Let's see here. Let's go. Now, as I play these, remember I lost my GoPro, plus I'm trying to dive down. So how I was filming was the backup camera that Paula had was slid into my swim trunks, and I'm just kind of swimming along, trying to go slow, trying to catch what I thought was below me around my abdomen area. So, but I also have waves kind of pushing me back and forth as well as the fish that you'll see. So let's run 3 minutes of one of these and see what we get. Oh my goodness, that's a good starting point, eh? And if I make a video out of these, I might actually slow it down a little bit more and of course get kind of some of the jerky video parts out. At some point, I don't know if this is one of them. There are like I told you, like right now I'm right on top of the coral, but there are cracks in here that go like 30 feet down, and I'll swim over some of them at some point as we show you some of these. Again, doesn't come off quite as spectacular as if you were there in person. That white thing showed up very well there. Unfortunately, all these coral actually are pretty bright when you see it in person. You can see some bright blue fish in there, but that's a really cool coral right there on the right. I could have floated around out there just forever, guys. You agree, Dallas? Dallas agrees. She wants to go snorkeling. Uh, she's like, I like fish, Dad. I'll catch you some fish. Well, look at the coral compared to what we showed you at Lacourie on the main island. Of course, that water wasn't nearly as clear, but didn't have nearly as cool coral either. I don't think this particular spot I'm at was quite where it gets really cool. Oh, you see the waves really push me there. So right here, oh, can I stop it? You can see there's one of the deep. I don't know if that one goes down 30 feet, but rather than being right over, there's that steep drop. I did not try to swim down in one. I wasn't. Maybe if I got better, I would. It would have been really cool. But I didn't. So I, I can report to my wife that I wasn't too crazy while I was out there. But look at that. Look at that. Oh, it makes me want to go back. Put a one in chat if you want to go back to Fiji now. Oh my goodness. Now it's getting to a good point. This was some really cool coral right there. It was kind of like a peninsula of coral that I'm swimming out towards, I think. This, I think, is the area a little further down where the storm hit, and I actually turned around. So I got to know this part pretty well, if it's where I'm thinking. And I'm looking for one piece of coral in particular to know for sure. Well, I'm probably diving down to it. Let's see if I can stop it. Right there. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Look, I know where we're at. Let me go back. That piece of coral right there, I always told Paula. I said, you go out to this spiky blue coral. This is what I was talking about, Paula. Ooh, over there. I can't tell. Over there. That is the coral that kind of really stood out to me for whatever reason. There was other spiky coral, but this one actually had color to it. And it was kind of like to the point where I would swim out to that peninsula area. I would see that coral. I'd gone further and it just wasn't as good, so I didn't stop there. It's also how I kind of, when the storm hit, it was that piece of coral that was like, okay, I know where I'm at. I know where to follow. I follow this ridge and go this way when I couldn't see. So, yes, I love this piece of coral right here. Sorry for interrupting the show. But that's why I wanted to dive down to it, I'm sure. And then there's that little peninsula that kind of goes out, as you can see. And so, yeah. Oh, there's my leg. All right. So let's see here. Let's go back to, let's see here. We got Lily saying very turquoise. The water was beautiful, Lily. Just beautiful. Brandon says that water makes for good diving. Absolutely, it does. Paula says, "Okay, is that two? You're ready to go back to Fiji?" She's like, you don't gotta tell me twice." Hey, talk about. Let's see if I can show you. Um, Getting there, you might. I don't know if you'll be able to see the water real well at that point. Let me back out of one file here. My stuff's getting mixed up on me. I apologize. In the curry start octopus. This might This might show you the color water from above. Maybe not the best. Oh, I hope I don't get run over by that. Oh, this is when they had to rescue somebody. This is a rescue, guys. You'll see them pull this guy that was struggling over the edge here. I'm just hanging out while somebody. I didn't know he was struggling. They pull him in, so they did. They don't. I don't know if you guys could hear the video. I think I have that where you can't hear the audio on it if I was talking. But yeah, I think that was the guy from New Zealand or Australia who I'd given the camera to dive down because I wasn't diving at that point. And then when I swam out and then I swam back and he was getting rescued. So it's kind of interesting. His niece, I think, was with him, and she was one that went sharks swimming with the sharks with us. And she was trying to explain like he wasn't really in trouble, but they saw him struggle or look like he was struggling. So who knows? He was a very capable swimmer, but they saw something that they came and got him, and just pulled him right over the side. And Dallas thinks it's funny. That's funny, isn't it, Dallas? Dallas, that you know, good girl. Oh, I probably should have done that. All right, get on your feet. You gotta get over here, Pippa. You gotta get over here. Let's let's get you guys well trained on this. Come on your mat. Sit, sit. Oh, Dallas wanted to go for Pippa's. Oh, there we go, man. You guys are great co-hosts here. Oh my goodness. And let's see here. I'm scared to just pull ones up because I'm like, oh, this one might be good, but I haven't gone through and actually watched it. Actually, I don't think you guys can hear either. So let's pull this one up. This is when they give you they feed the fish right close to the shore. You go out, and I didn't know that he was going to hand me some stuff, so you can actually go out and feed the fish. They do it twice a week so that they don't get in the habit of not being able to feed themselves, basically. So let's pull that one up here. That guy's Max. His name's Max. See some of the other people diving down that were really good swimmers. Look at all those little swordfishy things. I'm going to try not to keep it on other people, so if I skip, that's why. Nobody wanted that piece. Oh, there you go. Tempa, you're in the show. You're 10%. Stay there. Now she looks like she's watching the fish. Look at Pippa watch the fish. Pippa, sit. Sit, Pippa. Sit. Sit. There you go. That's a good girl. She has no idea why. What do you think of those, Pippa? You think that's pretty cool? You think that's pretty cool? Oh, what a good dog. I got distracted. Sorry, I wasn't watching, guys. I was too busy watching Pippa look too adorable looking at the fish. Here, I'm gonna pull them off. Uh, so that she's not distracting of the video. Can you guys hear the staticky stuff? And if you can, I want to do something about that, but I don't think you can. Those underwater cameras get real staticky. Look at that one. Oh, there's a redfish there. Oh my goodness, it couldn't be back. Skip ahead. Here's where the guy's gonna dive down for me. I think maybe or not. Look at those. Those are really cool. All right. I might be yelling because I hope you guys didn't hear all that nonsense that the camera noise makes. Um, but I was here, so I was probably trying to talk over it. All right. I probably can get that map out of the way too, eh? Or no, I gotta leave it up actually because that's what everything's playing on. Let's do. I just want to see what this is. Oh, this is us getting there, I think. Yeah. So that was the big boat that brought us, and then you get in this tiny boat, and that's us getting there for the first time, seeing it for the first time. So we don't need to watch all of that. Let's see what this one is here. Oh, this will show you the garden area. Beautiful flowers as you walk by. That's our beret, beret 13. It was paradise, paradise, absolute paradise. Can you guys hear me talking on the video? Can I get a 1 if you guys hear me talking and a 2 if you don't hear me talking in the video? I'm going to keep playing it, but I don't think you can hear it. Okay, so that means you can't. That's okay. That's what I thought. I can probably turn it on. Here, I'm going to try one thing real quick for the next video. Hopefully you guys don't get a... Oh. One second. Oh my goodness, my allergies are going crazy. Oh, sorry. I think they might keep going, guys. I think I'm allergic to the dogs. That might be a problem. All right. Brandon said too. Oh, forgive me. Give me one more second. I'll be right back. And I know I probably I don't have the StreamYard right up. Otherwise, I would normally take myself off like. But I wasn't thinking about it because I'm doing too many things on the computer that I gotta get used to. So I apologize. Anyone with a good joke? Paula, lead us off. You remember a couple from out in the desert from somebody else? Actually, we probably don't want to repeat those here. All right, what else do we got here? We're gonna be dangerous and play this even though I don't know what it is. B10. Okay, that was from the curry, so that got misfiled. I didn't think that was from here. What's this one? This is a snorkeling one, I think. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know I had this video. Look at the yellow fish over there. You see those? I haven't seen this video. I was just like, what is this? Look at all of those fish. Wow. Whoa. I'm seeing this for the first time, guys. That's that's a lot of fish. I know what happened. Okay, first of all, I think I turned the audio on the virtual camera on, so you guys might have heard the static now. Hopefully not. But so the GoPro, I still have the GoPro at this point. I know that's on the GoPro because of how it's filed, and that's why it got lost basically. But what a cool! I told you the other one was the only time I got all the yellow fish on camera because I didn't know this video existed. I just happened to click on it right now. Let's do. Let me see what else we got on that one. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's going to be exciting to go through. I don't want to go through it on a live stream because I don't know necessarily what's on there. But let's click on one more. That was an exciting one. So let's see what this one is because this is. Oh, oh! Look at the yellow fish again. Holy cow! I think Paul is in the water with me right here, so I got to be careful too. Oh my goodness! I did not know I got that recorded. Oh, look at those blue ones. Oh, I got to go back through these before we make a video on this. Wow. Lost footage. I'm just now finding. Oh, that's so cool. All right, maybe we should click on one more. Let's click on one more random thing because I think these got. I won't explain why how GoPro numbers things or things get lost pretty easily. Sometimes it makes sense, other times it doesn't. There's another lost one. Look at all those blue fish, little tiny ones. Skip ahead here. Oh wow. Ah, oh, I'm just tickled pink that I got a lot more footage that I didn't know about. This is good stuff, guys. Look at that cliff edge with all the fish just hanging out. Come snorkel with me in Fiji. Apparently that's what we're doing. All right, enough of that. Enough of that. I didn't know all those were there. Let's pull up a video with me talking on it that I don't know what it is. That's a good idea, right? And one where I've got my goggles on looking ridiculous. This should be good. I don't know what I'm pulling up. Oh, I just taking a picture of myself in the ocean, apparently. What about this one? Yep, still just hanging out, taking a break. Oh, we got Paula out there, apparently. All right, let's go back. Go back to the other good quality videos here, guys. Let's do one more snorkeling video. Then we got to move along. We got to move along. As much as I love the snorkeling, I'll keep you here till midnight. I'll keep you here till midnight if I keep doing this. Um, oh, these got out of order too. I just want to see what this one is. That's a quiet video compared to the other. Oh, there is that another yellow ball of or a ball of yellow fish, I think. I think that is. Sometimes they're hard to see when they get deeper down. All right, let's do one more of the good ones, and then we'll call it quits on. Let's see here. Let's do. Let's do this one. This one has the shark that was off the coast of Octopus and not on the actual scuba. I think this is or snorkel shark snorkel. So I think this is a this should be a pretty good one. I think. Just floating around. Hopefully it pushes me. What was really cool is when the waves would take you over like crevices where the fish were hiding, and you see them dart in and dart out like just right under you. But all right, we're moving it along here. All right, we'll swim after the shark here in a second. I think I might be starting here. I might have seen it by now. Well, that's cool. That's a pretty area though. Whew. Another spiky coral. Yep, I see the shark. See at the very top of the screen. Try to swim after a little bit. Who swims after a shark? Only crazy people, I tell you. There it is. He's like, I don't want to mess with this guy. Oh my goodness. All right. So that's enough snorkeling as much and amazing as it is. Let's show you guys some of the food. The food was amazing. I'm going to show you a couple pictures, which aren't going to do it justice, and then we'll just talk about it and then move on to other things. So you guys saw the short that I made of how they got to get the food in. They got to have a big boat, bring it, then load it on a small boat, and then they bring everybody, at least all the guys from the restaurant, come out and they form a line onto a tarp. It was really cool to watch. If I see the video in here, I might pull it up, but um, even the burger was phenomenal burger there. I think that was the first thing I ate, and we were probably hungry. We got you can't not have the fish tacos. Who talks about fish tacos? What is this? This is so the dinners. So lunch you order from a lunch menu. They got I think there's a picture of a pizza here too. But dinner is fancy. Dinner is a five course meal. Well, one of the courses is something like this, where it's like an appetizer to an appetizer almost. So they're nice. You sit down, you get it very quick. You get something to taste. They're good, and then you get an appetizer or something that's actually small, maybe soup or whatever it was, and then you get. I'm trying to remember. After that, I think I have a picture of one. You get like a little sorbet. It's like 2 bites at most. Of it's always a little bit different. You get a little ramekin of a sorbet that with a little tiny spoon, and you just kind of it was part of my favorite. So these right here, that little sorbet cup, and that when I say a 5 course meal, those were two of them, and then you get your appetizer, your entree, and then a dessert. So here's one of the appetizers after I'd already started eating it. The chicken and it wasn't rice, it was couscous or something like that. Here's some sort of rare beef type of deal. Here's the pizza. Um, and let's throw in one dessert just for good measure. There's some sort of chocolate mousse, something or another. Point is, the food is amazing. There's 2 reasons you would go to this resort: the snorkeling, the water, the location, and the food. Amazing and not cheap, but totally worth it. Oh, thank you, Ava. Okay, what else was there? So there's snorkel and food. The first 2 nights we didn't do a whole lot. We were worn out the first night. You get there, you check everything out, and you do have a. Let me make myself a little bit bigger here. While how do I do this again? There we go. We got there and do all that, and we're tired. You do have a TV in the room, but it didn't work really well. But what we did was we couldn't get channels to work on it, but we're like, hey, we got YouTube and hey, I've got our wedding video up. So our first night we just watched our wedding video. It's kind of nice. It's almost like you're in a honeymoon situation and watching your wedding video and whatnot. But everything was really cool in that regard. There was I think it'll be on here. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can show you the shower situation. Yes. See, now my head's in the way. Get down here, Nate. Boop. Anyways, uh, is that gonna play? No, that's just a picture of the shower. I should have, well, if it's not that, it's not that. There's videos of this shower somewhere. Anyways, it's an outdoor shower with these beautiful flowers all over the place. And you've got your toilet and everything as well out there. You could not pull that outside shower off in Canada. It would not work. Only in Fiji. Look at all of that. So that's really cool. The rooms are really cool. Here's a shot of the room. You can see that. There's an extra bed in there basically, but you can see the mosquito net above it. We used it. We never used a mosquito net before. I don't think you really needed it. Outside there were mosquitoes everywhere, but they didn't really get in the room. So, but we used it just to be safe because foreign country and diseases, dengue, and I don't know that type of stuff. So we used it. Um, let's pull this up just because we're talking about Wade's banana video. Yeah, you've got bananas growing just around the resort. That's not something you walk by and see all the time. We don't grow bananas here, I don't think. It's got to be more tropical paradise type weather. So, uh, here's just some of the views of the sunset. The sunset would always happen like right when we would get to dinner. So, like 5 minutes before dinner, you'd watch the sunset go down. I think this records the whole thing, but I won't play this whole thing. But I'll show you. Let's just zip it through. You can see the waves and the sun go down. Whoop. That's the 5 minutes before dinner. So that's all. That always gets you in a nice, relaxed mood for a nice, fancy dinner. We're not real fancy people all the time, but we worked it out. We did play. I can't say we. So the first 2 nights we didn't really partake in the group activities or whatever. The third night we decided we would play bingo. So they're like, you buy some bingo cards at this one bar, whatever, and everybody plays bingo with like Fijian words and Fijian related things, and then you be. Well, guess who won the big bingo? Because there was like a line, but then there was a blackout option, and if you won the blackout, you won a bottle of champagne. And so I was happy enough to win the blackout bingo. So then, is there a picture of it? There probably is. We got a bottle of champagne in here somewhere. Um, I don't see a picture of it, but we won a bottle of champagne for our last dinner there, so that was pretty cool. But then the last night, I think it was the last night, maybe it was after the bottle of champagne, then we had a game of volleyball, and of course, who hurts himself playing volleyball? This guy. I got a piece of small glass in my foot, and I forget what else I did. But that was really fun. Paula said she really had fun watching me. I don't know. Um, but that was fun. Half the people playing were like resort people, so they were good and I was okay. And some of the people were just like, I'm not gonna play anymore. But the best part was they give away free drinks. If you make a really great shot or a really terrible shot, you get a free shot. And so they didn't give you free shots if you made a great shot. They were just like, oh, that's a terrible shot. Come get a shot. And so some of the people, there were some guys from Britain that weren't very good. They got a lot of free shots out of it, which and then the shots were gone, and then they were like, all right, we're going to our room now. But it was a lot of fun. And you got to hang out with the staff a little bit and goof around with the staff rather than just serving you all the time. They were really cool people. And then you get to see their village as well. Which, hey, let's do the video, the pictures of the village right here. So as I mentioned, here's the map. Resorts right here, and you this the village is over here on this side, on this coast, and there's a path that you walk over the mountain. So here's a picture from the top of the mountain, and you can see the island. That's pointing north. So the Yasawa Islands, that would be just the next one in the chain going north. So we were taking a break at the top of the mountain, taking some pictures up there. Kind of a similar one there, maybe a little bit more clear. And then this would be, this is just some of the animal enclosures. So there were some, like, we thought they were wild pigs, but really they're harvesting the pigs, right? But they're not encaged, so they were actually not far away from the resort. But then they've got some of the enclosures that they feed as well. And so, yeah, that was interesting to see. You live right next to your food, basically. This is actually, you can see the people in our group right there on the path. They're going down to the village. So this beach here is the beach in front of the village, and the village is just right behind those trees. And here's the group a little bit close to the village. Now, remember, I've shared the story of going to the village and I was overheating, so I didn't partake in some of the dancing and that type of stuff. Paula did a lot of it in the little market and whatnot. Oh, this might be a video. Oh, there's a rooster. If you guys can hear that, that's a rooster. I don't know if the sound is working on the videos with this setup or not. Did somebody? Sorry, I had the OBS, so I didn't actually have the streamer up. Kobe's here. Good thing he wasn't here when I said I was going till midnight with the snorkeling shots. Wait, did somebody say free drinks? I'm back if that's the case. Yes. So just playing, or no, the free drinks, the free champagne was from playing bingo. And then you got free shots playing volleyball if you made a bad shot, which didn't really give you a lot of incentive to play real well, but whatever. So, anyways, back to here's a house. This house actually looks pretty nice. And here's a church. When we've been talking about Fiji, and you get to the towns, the churches always seem to be the nicest building in the town. They're very religious. They had a lot of British. They had the British introduced Christianity, so a lot of the Fijian people that did come from India are very strong Christians there. So the churches were always very nice, and then the schools were always pretty decently nice as well. Those are typically the two nicest buildings in all the towns that we went through. There's just a goat chained up. We got some puppies. Oh, I kind of felt bad. Look how cute that puppy is. I think there's a video of it. Look at that little pup. Oh, he's not really on the camera real well, but I felt kind of bad because that one was just adorable. So of course we're on a village in another, or on a tour of a village in another country, and all I do is get distracted by dogs. Go figure. So here's some more of the puppies that were running around, following one of the people. I mean, they were cute, but they're also not really well cared for because they're out on a Fijian island naturally. So kind of felt bad a little bit, but that's just how it is. A lot of cats roam free. Speaking of cats, look at this guy. Look at this little guy. He just hopped up in the chair with us, and then of course, I got my Canadian shorts on here, and got the cat just hanging out by the pool. One more cat shot. I think the internet likes that. So we'll watch for all those viewers going up. So we got the cat in there. I gotta close some of these. Let's try to focus more on the village again. I might not have a whole lot more of the village actually, because right around the time we were at this school is when I started overheating quite a bit. So here's the little school. Now, once they get to a certain age, they actually they go on a boat to another side of the island and they're away for the week, or Paul would remind me better, but it might even be longer than a week. But the older kids go away for school, where this is the school building or the school room really. It's just the younger kids. And then here's a guy making the kava for the kava ceremony. So you can kind of see how it's made actually. So it's the kava is in like this sack, and then they fill the bowl up with water, and then they basically are getting the kava into the liquid is what he's doing there. It looks like dirty water when you watch it, but oh, here is the free champagne that we had. We got some free champagne from playing bingo, so that was that. And then of course we love the staff at this place. So they were even, I was like, hey, eventually we're gonna make a video. You want to take a picture for me? And let's see if I can find it. Yes, yes. They even played, I won't play the whole song right now, but they even played their is it guitar. These guys will play a whole song. They played a whole song that went on for what? 3 minutes? Thank you, Paula. You can't hear. I thought I might have gotten to where I might have to figure that out. So you guys, when I share it behind me on this setup, you're not gonna be able to hear. I would probably have to. I don't want to mess around with it too much right now. Yeah, I'll figure that out another time. So, anyways, they yeah, I understand. Um, but they played a whole song for us because they were like, oh, they're gonna make some sort of video or whatever. So I've got their music to play when I make the Octopus Resort video next. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with that video because there's so much stuff I would love to put on it, but I'll probably try to keep it to 5 to 10 minutes. But we'll see. There's just a nice. How did I get that picture? I look like I'm flying. I don't have a drone. That would have been when we're leaving. So here's a picture of the storm that day of the tropical depression, and then this is from the bigger boat. We went back on a bigger boat, and I went up to the top level. So that was from that. Let's see here. There was one more I was going to show you there, but now I don't see it. Let's go check one more folder here real quick, and we'll see. You guys have any questions? Like I said, this resort was amazing, primarily because of the snorkeling and the food. We did do the shark snorkel, but we've already shown you that whole video, I believe, where every shark that we saw, I put on a video that we played on one of the live streams. So I don't want to necessarily just play that over again on you. Just looking real quick to make sure I'm not missing any really good videos. Plus, who knew? I didn't even know I had some of those great videos hidden in there. And I got some new finds. This is let's see here. This is just from the trip going out. You can see some of the other islands. It was kind of wanting to rain that day. It had stormed that morning until the clouds were kind of the tail end of that. Enough of that. You guys can't hear. I'm talking loud because they had a motor going from the boat, anyways. Oh, it was such a rough ride, yeah. Well, going out there wasn't going to the shark. Well, she would say it was going to the shark. If I pulled this back up, so when we went snorkeling with the sharks, And I realized something. There's actually bull sharks near where we were actually snorkeling with the reef sharks. Because so our resort was here, and where they took us, they take us on a boat down to the southern of the third, and basically you're snorkeling up here, right south of Warrior Rock. But what I didn't realize is they actually have a bull shark dive right over here that Kuat or Barefoot Kuata Resort does. And so we were actually not too far from bull sharks. I think you didn't see one, did you, Paul? Maybe we saw. Maybe we should go back and see. Hey, were any of these actually bull sharks? I don't think they were. But yeah, there apparently is a bull shark dive near where we were actually swimming with the reef sharks. I know. I hadn't told Paula that. I just realized it when I was playing around with the snap. Look, right there, Paula. Remember, bull shark dive. Now, what I had thought before. Okay, let me clarify this because I honestly didn't know. So the dive that you always hear about the bull sharks in that wall is down here in Becca Lagoon. Becca Lagoon. Shark Reef Marine Reserve. That's where you hear of where the most of the bull sharks are. Now we met a girl she was staying at the resort, so I think she was on the village tour with us. I'm trying to remember where she was from, but she said she'd gone on she'd schooled with the sharks, and she said she went from Barefoot Quad, and I was confused. I didn't ask more questions, figuring she misspoke or it was down south of the mainland. But no, now that I've seen this, that's where she was staying, and this is where they go. So yeah, there's another one right by where we were at. Ah, so live and learn. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Go back to the Asawas and we can do the bull shark dive. Are you in, Paula? Down for that? Um, scroll here. Scroll. I'm scrolling to see if there's anything else that I know what it is. I've got a whole lot of random stuff that is just snorkeling, and I could click on this stuff forever. I've got so much. I'm gonna have to weed through all of these videos. And unfortunately, like this one, the reason I wasn't clicking on some of these is you can tell the water's not as clear that day. And it's just not coming. Oh, what is that fish? You see that fish, guys? What is that? Watch that thing. It's got like yellow and black stripes to it. Oh wait, go back. Where'd that go? I don't remember that one. That's cool. Huh. Ah, there are some cool fish, eh? Okay. Just making sure. Here is where I returned from being out in the tropical depression. And you're not gonna be able, I can't hear it either. I'm just talking to the camera, but this was the backup camera that had a case over it, so the audio didn't come through anyways. But yeah, the boat had just come in from looking for me to rescue it. I'm just talking to the camera, which isn't good feed anyways, but you can see how stormy it is. So I'm a little bit wet. Well, I'm also in the ocean, so anyways, that's always kind of amusing. All right, I think that's enough video for today, guys. Let's stop sharing this screen. Let's see, how do I do this? How? Nope. I need. Oh, where'd I go? I swear, can you still hear me? Are you there? Oh, there we are. The dogs aren't on their camera though. Dogs, come on, you treat. Get on your bed. Let's get you back on. Yeah, okay, that camera's still working. Camera just got moved a little bit. Sit. You gotta get on your bed. We're gonna close things down, so you gotta say bye to everybody. Oh, I'm in front of them though. We're gonna have to work on some of these controls. The dog should be in front. Sit. Get up there, Dallas. You gotta get up there. No, get on the bed. Sit. You are a stubborn one. Now, what I need to do is hold them over here. And now you guys can actually see it. Okay. You actually get them to look at the camera. Or I need the camera to be on me when they look at me, right? Anyways. Let's see here. I need to go back. What do you guys think about this layout? Just rate it from 1 to 5. 5 good, 1 don't do it again, Nate. Now, it's kind of fun because we do get a dog camera. I feel like I'm a little bit more distracted because I got a lot more things going on. But a 5 for a really good, keep it up. You just need a little bit of practice. You get cool graphics. I can do more backgrounds and whatnot. I can do cameras. I can do a little bit more with it. Or just go back to StreamYard. Don't overcomplicate things and put a 1 in there for that. Or anywhere in between. 3, you don't really care. We got Brandon says, sharks won't bother you if you cut yourself. If you cut yourself and start bleeding, then don't go. Oh, I need a comment in there, Brandon. I was going to say, sharks don't bother you if you cut yourself. Yes, they do. Sharks won't bother you if you cut yourself and start bleeding. Then don't go swim with the sharks. Took me a second. We got 4s. We got 4s, 5s. Okay. That's enough to say, keep trying it. You don't necessarily have to commit to this all the time. The only thing is, you got, well, I don't even have it pulled up now. Normally I have the live chat over here in case I get behind. Then I've got StreamYard. Now I've got another software that actually runs this camera. This is just a virtual camera that you guys are seeing that has multiple cameras feeding into that camera. So it gets a little complicated. If it all works, it could be really great. I will have to figure out that audio though. We'll have to test that. Maybe next week I'll try to look up some stuff on how to get the audio when we play videos. But it's also nice that I don't have to share my screen every time and then things get screwed up with that. The other nice thing about this setup is as I create graphics, I don't have any set up right now. Well, let's play a little. Let's just play around for a quick minute here. We're pretty casual tonight, just hanging out, I think. I'm going to show you guys. Let's try this. So I made. Let's get Dallas's butt off of there. She's just standing right in front of the camera. Let's see here. So I made a graphic that wasn't that great, but I'll improve on it. That basically has balloons that floats up and holds a sign that says subscribe, and then the balloons pop and it drops. I'm gonna work on it more, but I'm gonna pull up what I have right now just to show you and test out how well that comes across during a live stream. Because StreamYard, unless you pay, doesn't let you do all these videos now. Well, if I build them and I can just do it through this virtual camera, well, then we can still have all these cool effects. People send super chats. I can actually play a thank you over me, that type of thing. So that's why I want to try this real quick. Let me just give me a second here. The only question is, did I put it in a place that I'm going to find it quickly and not waste everybody's time? I probably put it in more of a main folder. My problem is I'm doing a lot of graphics and videos both for this as well as the business. So some of this stuff, and then I've got a folder that's supposed to catch all of it. So we might have to play with it another day. I don't see, actually, if I just do a search, that might be easier. Well, I don't think this is the most recent version, but let's see if it'll play. Nope. Oh, it did. It was up in the top left. Did you guys see that? Now I don't know how to make it replay. 1 second. I'm going to try to do that again. I found the file. I'm just going to set it on loop so that, okay, you guys see this? And so, and it's just going to keep looping because I set it to loop. So if it went away, then we didn't lose it. Anyways. So I can, the whole point is I can make these graphics and still, with this format, I can still play them. I can make thank yous and whatnot that we can use without paying for StreamYard, since StreamYard has become so expensive and basically took away all of the fancy stuff for anything on the free. So all right. Oh, my allergies. I tell you what, thank you for putting up with me tonight. Where are we at? We got, I think, think we're going to shut this down because I can't stop sneezing. And Dallas is looking at me like she wants to go out. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. Alan, Paula, Brandon, Lily. I see Alan got a 4.9. He mostly likes it. He mostly likes it. He just wish I was probably a little bit more proficient, a little faster with it, which I would agree with. So, anyways, hey, if we keep with this format, I can do a signing off, right? I can play a video rather than me just saying, get out of here. I can do a 15-second clip that says, okay, we're winding down. Thank you for watching, that type of stuff. Like we used to be able to do with StreamYard until they were mean to us and took all of our fun away. All right, guys. We will see you next week. What are we doing next week? We're going to be talking about the road trip around Fiji. So we'll touch on that. We might start doing just more of a regular live stream. We probably won't go into that one like we did with some of the resorts. And we'll kind of get back to kind of the normal format. And of course, we're going to be playing around with dog cameras and all sorts of stuff going for us. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Everybody have a wonderful week. Do not forget Ava Potterfield and Friends on in the morning at 8 o'clock, and then Steve with Desert Adventures in Arizona falls 2 hours later. Everybody have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time.